So, how do you be social? For my remix project, I have decided to do a follow-up topic to my previous research project, which was social versus solitary. And the whole takeaway from that was that I was no, was that having a social lifestyle is better than having a solitary one. Now, following up from that, sorry about that. Following up from that brings in this new but still related topic, which is how to be social. How do you do that? How to implement this social lifestyle in the most successful way possible. On my side, you will be seeing me practicing this in real life. Now, my studies and my research have shown that how you should be social, okay? You should practice communication skills, give compliments, be authentic, be polite, and finally start small, okay? Don't start with anything big or huge, start small, okay? Another easier way to go into a conversation would be to give compliments, okay? This invites for a discussion about the compliment and could lead to a relationship developing from that conversation. Now, being authentic is key, okay? If you're not authentic or genuine about it, the other person is gonna know and they're just gonna be turned off. And they're not gonna be polite to you because no one likes a disingenuous person having a conversation and giving them a compliment. Now, you also have to be very nice, be polite, okay? Be polite means this allows the person to feel comfortable and not feel intimidated or threatened by your new presence. This also, okay, aligns with practicing your communication skills, okay, what you're seeing on screen. Practicing the communication skills is key, okay? And even recording it, you can go back and you can review on what you can do better. Now, before I go into how to have social skills, you must know what they are, which is what I just stated, okay? Now, let me just say a quote, okay? Skills are the abilities that enable individuals to navigate social interactions effectively and authentically while building meaningful connections with others. These skills encompass a range of behaviors from engaging in conversation, small talk, and making eye contact, okay? Making eye contact is also very key because this, according to my research, making eye contact makes a certain psychological engagement. This means that the person, if you're making eye contact with someone, this means that they are engaged in the conversation. Important social skill. And let me continue on with the quote, okay? Just a couple more words. To understanding and respecting the emotions and perspective of others. Coming from the famous popular well-being, let me do that again. Coming from the famous and popular well-being site, Better Up, okay? The good site, go check it out. It's not academic, but my next one is academic, okay? And I quote, many prominent psychologists and psychiatrists have written extensively about social interactions and their importance in human development. For example, sorry about that. For example, Dr. Robert Brooks, a Harvard psychologist, clearly demonstrates the profound effect of just one charismatic adult in a person's life. Okay? On the screen that you're seeing right now is me being, or trying my best to be charismatic, all right? And as you can see from me being charismatic, the other person or people, they're more comfortable and they're more engaged in the conversation in me, okay? Much more engaged. And that probably had a profound effect on the rest of the day, okay? Now, one charismatic, or in other words, good looking, okay, you could say, or charismatic can be a broad term, okay? It could mean being good looking, being well mannered, being confident. This can change a person's mental well-being. In these videos, I demonstrate this one charismatic adult by confidently speaking and dressing well and having good manners. And this was shown to be a success because you can clearly tell from the video that the person's or the people's facial expressions that I am talking to, how they react positively to my presence and are engaged in the conversation. Despite not knowing anything about me, okay, in a way, I affected their mental state. Yeah. In this specific context, I affected them in a positive way. Positive. Well then, this is my remix project. I really hope you enjoyed. All right. Following up with a conclusion before I finish it off. Being social comes down to these main points. Be polite. Make eye contact. Be charismatic. Dress well. And last but not least, be authentic. Okay? These are the 5 things, okay, that you should know if you want to be social or if you want to learn how to be social, which is very, very important, because if you don't know how to be social, your life is going to suck. Okay? It's not going to be good, okay, because we are naturally social creatures. Okay? We are naturally social people. Everyone wants to be with someone. Everyone wants to talk to people. Okay? There's no such thing as a true introvert, because that's just not who we are. Okay? It's not. Okay? Everyone wants to be with other people, no matter what they say. Okay? But many people don't know how to do that, which is why I made this remix project. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day. Okay? Practice these social skills. Okay? I promise you will be making friends, and you will be making meaningful social relationships in no time.